Ooh, take a look over here. We're gonna give you one last look at our one-time only price from Just Bagels. This price goes away in about 10 minutes. It's the lowest price that you'll see it at for the next 3 months, and over 3,500 orders were placed for what? A New York City bagel. The only New York City bagels that we bring to you here at QVC. Just Bagels from the Bronx with the New York City water, with the molasses, with the 5-step process. And today we've got 3 flavors or a combo that you can take home for yourself. Now that one-time only price is $31.98 for 18 of these. That's a phenomenal value. $6.40 is your easy pay to get them home, and 135305 is your item number. Now, you can get all of them in the plain.
Yep, classic.
OG. Yep. More than 50% of the orders from Just Bagels are actually in the plain. It's everybody's favorite still because it's anything but plain, quite frankly. It's loaded with flavor. Then we have the lemon blueberry, which is a new flavor that we launched today, where they took their classic blueberry bagel, which is a customer favorite, it's sweet and delicious, and added a tinge of that lemon to it, which just gives it more flair and more blossom. And then last but not least, if you are a New York City aficionado bagel eater, you want a Sesame bagel. This one has been extremely popular. We now have fewer than 600 to go around in that Sesame choice. We also have a combo where you can get 6 of each flavor. They all come just like this, and I'll just bring this right over to what you get.
Yeah.
The combo has been extremely popular. You'll get a sleeve of each. Right now, your bagels aren't even baked yet.
Nope.
They're not made. Cliff will make these starting on Monday or Tuesday, or I don't know what day that they're making these because today's Saturday.
Yes.
But these will go on on his production line, and then they'll make them fresh to order. They'll ship them out that day or the next day to your home. They arrive ambient.
And you might be wondering, okay, bagels, are they super special? Well, yes, they are super special, made in the Bronx, but they also are a 5-time QVC Customer Choice Award winner for favorite food item. I don't mean of the breads that we present, of the cakes that we present. I mean of every single item. Meats, wine,
oh my gosh,
desserts.
Yes.
It is your favorite food item. I'm actually, Bertie, I'm gonna hand this to you because you're from New York. So as a New Yorker, can you explain to us like what makes, or what's so special about a New York bagel?
What makes a New York bagel?
I don't know, the water maybe?
I don't know, I was gonna have in the poll and what it looks like.
The skin on the outside, right? Do you see the shine?
That's from the
on
aging and the boiling and the baking.
And that's what really makes a New York bagel. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And then when you have that pull in the bagel, anything else would just be bread. Oh. That's a real bagel that you're seeing there, and this is where it comes from.
How is it made?
Well, it starts with the New York water from the Catskill Mountains. Best water in the world.
Yes,
Pizza,
it is.
Pasta, bread. Ingredients, malt, molasses. Nothing artificial, no colors, flavors, preservatives, peanut-free, tree nut-free, kosher, and non-GMO. Aging process, we talked about that. That's the big one, 10 to 12 hours for the crust and chew and shine. Boiling, gotta boil it because a real bagel is boiled.
A real bagel is boiled.
Yep.
Anything else again?
Bake it at 500 degrees on a hot steel-plated oven. Little run around the bakery, cool it off, boom. Delivered fresh to your house the next day or the day after.
When you say a real bagel is boiled, what are other bagels done instead of boiling?
They use a rack oven with steam. Just a bunch of steam goes all around it, and that's fake. That's like the easy way out. You get a little oven, it's filled with steam, whoosh, steam all over it, where we submerge the bagel.
And boil it.
And boil it.
And that
really
gives us the
submerge
what?
it. That gives you the crust,
skin.
the chew, the skin, the shine. It's delicious.
It's like you can't skip steps. You remember when you were growing up, your mom was like, if you want something done properly,
do it the right way.
Do it the right way.
Take all the steps.
No skipping of the steps. So, Cliff, do you want to share with us kind of the classic? So the classic is what we have.
Well, the classic is the plain bagel, you know, the malt, the molasses, the aging. It's delicious. You know, I said before, many bagels don't really have a flavor, but this one does. And so, you know, the plain, everything's better. It's the blank canvas. It's better on breakfast, lunch, dinner. It just accelerates any meal.
Make a pizza bagel.
Oh.
Yep.
Make a pizza
You know, I
bagel.
get excited when I get very excited when you talk pizza.
I know.
Because the pizza, I think it's a New York pizza now, but it's even tastier.
It really is delicious.
The blueberry is the award winner. That's the one that I get the most calls, emails, accolades about. And what do? We added a touch of fresh lemon, but not overwhelming. You tasted it. Just a little dash of lemon to mix it up a little bit.
I said it actually helps to blossom the flavor of the blueberry. quite frankly, right?
There you go.
Because contrast helps flavor come out more.
Yes.
Just like you put like sea salt on chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Caramel covered chocolate.
And how is it that you, I mean, you even have the blueberries in there that are suspended, right? So it's not blueberries just on the top or blueberries just on the bottom. You're seeing them all throughout
Rachel,
the bagel.
that's a lot of work.
That's a secret.
We
And a lot of work.
real
It's
blueberries?
blueberry. Well, of course,
Yeah, well, yes.
everything's real. Blueberries just explode in a bagel. A bagel dough is very violent.
Yes.
Okay. You put like blueberries in there, they'll just disintegrate. So these are blueberries bits that we created.
Oh, got it.
That just have the blueberry flavor, the touch of vanilla, the malt,
Yeah.
the molasses, and we don't skimp out.
They're
okay?
everywhere.
No,
We
it's
do not skip
throughout.
out.
It's throughout. So you're not just getting, oh, I ate the last blueberry in my blueberry bagel. Nope, you'll have it throughout the bagel.
Yes.
And then the sesame.
Well, that's what. Did you used to teeth on one of those or an everything bagel?
No, a plain bagel.
It's
So
a
when I was a
teething
kid, my mother used to literally go to the bagel store. She'd buy a bagel and she'd give it to me, and she'd push me around in the stroller, and I'd have the bagel in my mouth, right?
Yeah.
Like as you were teething and
Sure.
and whatever. A sesame bagel, though, I will tell you, growing up in New York City,
Love these. I
you
love these.
go to school and your mom or dad makes you a sesame bagel sandwich with ham or turkey
Oh,
or
that's so
whatever lunch
good.
meat on the
So
inside.
delicious.
An Italian sandwich in here
Yes.
is crazy with all the salamis.
The burgers that we had.
The burgers.
Kevin's Wagyu beef burgers with black truffle sauce
Sesame adds
earlier in
so
the
much
show.
flavor.
Try a burger on a bagel, you wouldn't believe it.
Yes.
But the sesame, New York
Nutty.
classic, quintessential New York classic. The toasted sesame gives it that nuttiness flavor, and you know everything's better on a bagel.
Now,
Everything's
now
better
it was
on a bagel.
interesting because I was telling Rachel these will probably bake on Monday, but they won't because the thing is today's Saturday.
Well,
Today's Saturday.
But they will ship very soon.
No, these will bake on Monday.
Oh, they'll bake on
Bake on
Monday.
Monday's not a holiday, right?
No.
No, we're gonna bake them Monday.
Okay.
We're gonna bake them Tuesday. We're gonna bake them Wednesday, and we're gonna ship them out Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Right.
You guys at home will receive them Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or
right.
Friday.
Wow.
And what do we do when we get them home?
Oh, you know that. Freeze them. A couple of people in the audience, I met them today. They didn't freeze them. They kept them in the refrigerator. Still okay.
Right.
You did too.
I
didn't
did
you?
too.
Yeah.
But he was mad at me.
Yeah,
I was like, the bag I'm eating, I keep in the fridge. And he said, no.
You have
You
to
need to
freeze
freeze all of them.
Yeah.
Because why? If
Because
it's in
it's
the
the
fridge.
opposite of a supermarket bagel. If it's in a fridge, you know, it might get a
said
little
it gets-
bready.
okay.
Like, you know, I like it frozen. Lock in that moisture. Thaw it out. Bake it off. Preheat your oven, and baby, you got yourself a New York bagel.
All right, listen.
Thank you.
You can get yourself a New York bagel at the lowest price this season or the next 3 months.
Yep.
This is your plain. There's your lemon blueberry. There's your sesame, or you can get
The
the
combo.
$6.40 gets it home. Over 4,300 orders
Yeah.
placed,
Wow,
and we
really?
are very busy.
way busy.
On the phone line.
We're way busy.
Thank you for